Hello, and thank you for watching this regional forecast for the Canadian Prairie. I'm Andrew Pritchard, meteorologist with Nutrien Ag Solutions. Temperatures over the next 10 days, we're going to be dealing with temperatures anywhere from 4 to 6 degrees above average here over the next several, watching a wave of cooler temperatures coming here as we get into early next week. Precipitation is going to be a little bit more on the active side here over the next, the next week or so. The heaviest snow accumulating, though, along and north of Highway 16, although all the way down to the U.S. border we'll have a chance for at least a trace to a couple of centimeters as we head through the next 7 days. Look at the satellite picture. We've got the first disturbance making its way north of the Prairie right now. The second one going to be tracking along, along Highway 16 here as we head through the next 48 to 96 hours or so. Checking in on the radar picture here early this morning. Not much going on. It's north of the Prairie here as we start the weekend. We'll look at the upper level pattern here because that's what I want to look at first. To be blunt, I guess. I want to point out the first upper level a wave that's making its way up and over the top of this ridge right now that's allowed some warmth to kind of build in here across western portions of the area. This one's going to deliver snow again north of the Prairie. It's this next one that comes sweeping in here Saturday into Sunday. There it is. You see the strong jet stream winds, a little upper level disturbance, and again, this is the one that will drop a layer of snow here very close to Highway 16 with some accumulating snow. And then on the backside, another wave comes in here. This one comes in as we get into early next week, and that is going to bring the chance for at least some light snow to probably more of a quarter like this across southern Alberta, southern Saskatchewan, and then maybe far southern Manitoba as well. That is the pattern. That continues then as we head into the early part of next week, and why we have the chance for several rounds of snow as we head through the next week. We'll start with the high-resolution Canadian model here and watching that first disturbance off to the north, the second one that comes in south of that along Highway 16. So you can watch this one more time heading into Saturday morning here and then Saturday evening. As we take a little bit of a longer look now with the European model, same thing, northerly track on the first wave, Highway 16 track with the second wave, and then disturbances coming from the northwest to the southeast, bringing light snow after that. You can just watch it play here. And here come those last waves again, just really light flurry opportunities as we get out into the long range. Let's watch this one more time, timing it out. Heading through today, Friday, snow well off to the north. As we wake up on Saturday morning, snow begins falling in southern and central Alberta. And then as we head into midday Saturday into Saturday afternoon, the area of low pressure now making its way into central Saskatchewan, the snow accompanying it. As we head into Saturday night, this low making its way over toward the Winnipeg area. This will be sunrise on Sunday, the area of low pressure almost right over Winnipeg, just maybe a little bit to the north, with the heaviest snow falling on the north end there. Snow making its way through Winnipeg and Manitoba as we head through the evening on Sunday and then exiting by Monday morning. As we get into Monday morning then, it's really low predictability, low snowfall accumulation events here. These little clippers making their way in Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, bringing the opportunities for some very light flurries in a rather disorganized fashion. So the two organized systems are the ones over the next 48 hours. The first one making its way well off to the north, the second one riding Highway 16. Beyond that, as we head into next week, just looking for disorganized opportunities for some very light snow. Pretty good agreement as we look at our three major models here, the European, the American GFS, and the Canadian model, as we look for that corridor of heaviest snow right along Highway 16. We're talking about 5 to 15 centimeters of snow there, a heavy, wet, compactable snow. Now, as we look at the temperature anomalies here, as we get things started here, anywhere from 5 to 10 degrees warmer than average, especially as you head off to the north. But we'll watch that begin to fade as we head into the weekend, again, with these storm systems passing through the area, bringing some rounds of snowfall, but quickly rebounding with temperatures anywhere from 5 to 7 degrees warmer than average as we get to Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday of next week, with those opportunities for some clipper systems, and then maybe a bit of a reset here as we get to the end of the week. But in general, keeping temperatures on the warmer side of things. Now, there's some advertisement that as we head into the March 8th, 9th, 10th time frame, maybe we bring in a cooler round of weather with a trough digging into the region, but we're talking about 10 days out into the future. So we will leave that for next week's updates. Right now, just again, as we look for any sign of a late push of significant cold across the Canadian Prairie, we're just not seeing it. We're seeing opportunities for some snow, certainly over the next 3 to 4 days, but those temperatures still keeping pretty close to where they should be this time of year, if not a little bit warmer than they should be this time of year. So good news there for people who are, maybe ready for a pivot towards spring, hoping that winter doesn't hold on too long. Now, the model that I used to run those 10-day temperature forecasts is not working this morning. I've still got Wednesday's information, so we're going to go ahead and just look at a plot of high temperatures here across the prairie over the next several days to give you a ballpark idea. Watching temperatures above freezing here across a big chunk of the prairie, only the eastern half of southern Winnipeg here, dealing with some sub-freezing high temperatures today. Tomorrow, those highs along and south of Highway 16 above freezing, cooler below freezing as you head off to the north. Here's a look at your Monday or Sunday high temperatures. Monday, you see them rebounding here. Sunday, that's on the backside of that storm system that delivers the Highway 16 snow. Warming up, on the backside here Monday. And then Tuesday, those temperatures steady again. So you get the theme here. Keeping those temperatures near average or a little bit warmer than average as we head through the next week or so. Here's a look at those Wednesday high temperatures as we finish things up. The freezing line right along Highway 16. I hope you have a great day and a wonderful weekend.